everyone, how you doing? Super Fanny here to my channel. You're very welcome. My name is Akwe and I'm really excited that you're here today. Let me dance for you. Hey, hey, hey. I'm just trying to say welcome. You're welcome. If don't make today your last, there's always something here to bless you every Wednesday. And for every one of you that has been with me on this journey, old subscribers, new subscribers, I love you all. And you know I don't take you guys at all for granted. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, so I wanted to come share something quickly. So some 5 months ago, I did an interview with my very big sister, cell leader Alison Bowie, talking about how to raise godly children, yeah? And the first question I asked her was, how can we raise godly children? How do you raise godly children? And she said something. She said, but you raise godly children by conviction and not just like by reacting to things. In essence, raised by conviction and not by fear. That thing struck in my head. Like, like when you have like take-home point. That was my take-home point. Like, there's many things she said in that interview, but that's really something that was God's word for me from that interview. I'll give an example of what she was trying to say by that. So a typical example is this, like, so say Mr. XYZ, his parents were very strict on him while growing up, and obviously that has really kind of like tormented him all his life. So when you now have children, I will never be strict to my children. That fear of how your parents raised you. Then you then do the opposite of what your parents did. Become very lenient with them. No form of discipline because you thought your parents were too strict. Now, what you then do with this generation you're raising is you're raising children who have no respect, who just think life is just, they can have everything in life, who are entitled. Do you understand? Because of the fear of how you were raised, you're now raising another set of not very good children, if we put it that way. But rather, raise your kids out of conviction, like, okay, what do I want? What are my convictions about how I want my children to be? I want them to be godly children. I want them to respect authority. I want them to be kind. I want them to be nice. So it's not because of how the world is, the kids, children of this world are like this, so you're raising out of fear, but you're raising out of conviction. And I thought, yeah, that was about parenting. But I thought that really applies to every area of our lives, really, to be honest. If you're going to do things out of fear, it's either you're overdoing it or you're underdoing it. So for instance, you've got a fear of failure. You failed so much in life, or you've seen your parents fail, or people around you fail. So you have this fear, I don't want to be a failure. I don't want to ever fail. So you either become work too hard, trying to be perfectionist in everything. You don't want to fail, you don't want to make mistakes, or you don't do anything. Because if you don't do anything, you're not going to make mistakes, you're not going to fail, isn't it? So you're on two ends of the spectrum. Either you're overdoing it or you're underdoing it. None of them is good. But if you're living life based on convictions, I want to grow in XYZ area, and this is what's going to take me to grow in XYZ area. I'm going to make mistakes, but when I make mistakes, I'm going to learn from my mistake. I'm going to do better. I mean, you have plans, you have those convictions, how this business is going to be, how my schoolwork is going to be, how my marriage is going to be, how my children, I'm going to grow in these areas. And you make research how to grow in them. Just letting God lead you. That's a better way to live life as opposed to constantly live out of fear, out of reaction. And in that fear, you're going to do a lot of things that are wrong. So I just wanted to come and encourage you today, like, just as you go about your life day by day, live life by conviction. What's God saying to me in this situation? What God's saying to me about this particular friend? Some of us are afraid to make friends. Oh, I'd rather be on my own. I don't want to make friends because friends have hurt me in the past. Is that what God is saying to you in this season of your life? You need friends. So ask God, God, help me. I want to have friends that will help me grow in you. So teach me how to have such friends. And then you go to him in the Bible and he will help you. As opposed to like, I don't want friends. No man can be an island. It's going to be a day they're going to need people and you will not have anyone by your side. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So that's the thing. Live with convictions, not just live life out of conviction, not out of fear, out of reaction to things in the past. And like I said, it was a parenting advice that I was giving, but I've applied it every area of my life. It works in every area of our lives. Live out of conviction. Live out of conviction. What's God's word saying to me in this thing? What's God saying to me in that thing? As opposed to like, I'm just afraid of this, or because this happened, I'm not going to do. No. Take a deep breath and begin to live out of conviction. Study God's word. God, what are you saying to me in this season? What are you saying to me about this child, about this spouse, about this business partner, about this colleague at work, about this thing, What are you saying to me? And then move with those convictions. Don't let once fear is so horrible. I was recently like, I'm really believing God for something, and once the facts were kind of like played before me, I've been afraid, and then once you're thinking of how do I do, now begin to think of things that will never align with God's word because of fear. You mean like, God, please help me. And if you're really very fearful because of things that happen, you can pray to God to help you. God, anything we ask God, just believe He will do it for you. There's a story in the Bible in Mark 9 when the man brought his possessed child, and the disciples couldn't heal the child, and was saying to Jesus, when Jesus was like, if you can, please heal this child, and Jesus was like, if I can, if you believe, anything you believe, you're going to have it. And then he goes, I believe, God, help my unbelief. You see, I mean, the same way we can pray for lack of faith, we can pray for also to God help us not to be afraid, not to be doubtful, not just, God help me to live life out of conviction. Okay? Good. Now, I'll see you next week, Wednesday. If this videos bless you, share someone else that you think is going to bless as well. And click on the like button, share. And if you haven't subscribed, why have you not subscribed? Because of fear or reaction? Or subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you next week, Wednesday. Bye. And God bless you. Bye.